Hello, my name is Bianca Wilson, and I am co-chair of Access and Engagement Committee with WTS, and I am a Geotechnical Project Manager with MC Squared. So, when I reflect on what inspired me early in my career to build a future in transportation, it really comes down to responsibility and service to the community. So, transportation affects everyone from all backgrounds, professions, and neighborhoods because we rely on safe, functional roadways every single day. Early in my career, I realized that working in transportation meant contributing to something much larger than a single project. It meant contributing to how entire communities move, connect, and how they interact with each other. So, while I didn't work directly with the designing of the plans, I was a project manager with the Department of Transportation, and that role gave me a deeper understanding on how complex transportation projects really are. So it's between coordination with the different disciplines, consultants, and the public, the different districts. I learned that successful transportation projects aren't just about technical plans, but they're about communicating with the community, taking accountability, and when you tell the community when you're expecting to begin construction that you actually hold yourself accountable to those timelines. And you really listen to the concerns of the community as well. So, one of the most important aspects that shaped my commitment to this industry was safety and how every project that we advanced had a safety component. Even when I wasn't the one calculating stop and sight distance or reviewing the accuracy of the design sheets, I understood that the ultimate goal was to reduce risk for the traveling public. And knowing that the projects that I managed contributed to safer roadways gave me a deeper purpose and made me really want to dive into the transportation industry. So one of the projects that stick with me to this day is one of the projects that was in Camden County. It was a bridge replacement, and there was a really large detour on the project. And ultimately, we came together with the community and we listened to what their concerns were. And the outcome of that project was to just press pause and ensure that everyone was heard and we were able to safely detour the community. So even outside of work, I was encountering some of my friends asking me about potholes in front of their houses and how to really get a resolution to their complaint. I showed them kind of how to get to the person that's in your district that could really help you because I'm not in the maintenance department and I can't, but I was able to, with the knowledge that I gained through Department of Transportation, guide them to where they needed to be. And so that experience really like solidified the love that I have for this industry. I was connected in a real way to everyday people, and it made my work feel more tangible. They weren't just lines or budgets or just a milestone that we had to meet. It was people and how we as transportation engineers affect their daily commutes, their safety, and like the time that it takes them to get from point A to point B. But there are obstacles to being in the transportation industry, and there were times where I had to really evaluate what aligned with my long-term goals. And this is where I lean on my mentors, my colleagues, and they help me, with the technical and help me get pushed towards the goal. The ultimate goal is to serve to the community. So actually, I was at lunch with one of my mentors, and he asked me, do you want to grow or do you want to be comfortable? And I mean, although it's really easy to choose comfort over growth, I knew that I wanted to continue to build in transportation, not just holding a position, but developing expertise and influence in this space to really help the community. And what continues also to inspire me is that transportation is always evolving. There's always new safety initiatives or new innovative project delivery methods, and the field is constantly changing. And as a project manager, I've learned that leadership in transportation is not just about technical knowledge, but it's about how you interact with people and how you coordinate, communicate, and keeping the public interest at the forefront of every decision. So ultimately, what inspired me in my career was the opportunity to serve and help through infrastructure. And it's not just about bridges or potholes, but it's the responsibility that we have to serve the community. And that's why I built my future in transportation.